First off, I see your last name is appropriate because you're just walking around with cameras on you.
I mean, it's actually not my last name, it's my middle name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Star is my middle name.
That's actually funny. No, I haven't heard that one before.
You haven't dropped that line?
No, I haven't.
Dropped that so
it's actually pretty smart. No, I haven't done it. I haven't done that.
What a waste. It's like having the middle name Danger.
That's funny.
All right, so I'll give you a scoop on the show and what we've done and why we've done it.
Okay.
So I have a few different businesses, but this particular thing is a passion project of mine, and it's something that I love doing. I've always valued mentorship and coaching, and it's been incredible. And what I've realized is just surrounding myself around people that are doing really big things and great things have been fantastic. So game, I think, right now.
That is so incredible.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
We've been working at this since October.
Okay.
And so far, we just launched episode 4. Now, it's a weekly show, but we just launched 4 weeks ago. So today was with Vern Harnish. Do you know who that is?
No.
So Vern Harnish is, he is have you read the book Scaling Up or Rockefeller Habits?
Yeah.
Vern Harnish is the author. He also is the founder of E.O. You ever heard of E.O.?
I have.
Entrepreneur organization.
Yeah.
Founder of E.O. So that episode launched today, but we actually did the interview back in like November.
Wow.
Okay. So everybody that we're bringing on is the GOAT at what they do. Now,
cool.
So, yeah, we've had people in here. I would say 80% has been in the form of marketing and advertising. So that's probably going to be the majority demographic. But the show is called the GOAT Show because we want people to really see what it takes to be great, not good, not even great, but the greatest. Yeah. So we've had even people as a stretch. Like Ken Shamrock, who is UFC Hall of Famer. The guy still holds most pay-per-view records, right? And we've had Roddy Chong, who wrote the book Ovation. The guy literally performed for and with Celine Dion and Shania Twain, and he gets... I didn't understand 5 or 6 standing ovations. I didn't understand how that would even work. I'm going to be asking you strategic stuff, right? We're going to be sharing strategic things so people can, like, you know, I'm here anyway. We're talking to the GOAT of social media behavior. Let's learn what she's got here. Well, I got 9%. So, good luck.
Can you
see if we can make it?
I got this.
Okay. All right. So this is the way the show's going to. Well, first off, before I kick off, is there anything I shouldn't ask you, like the stuff that's like, don't ask me that's off the table?
No.
Okay, cool. And then see that camera right there, straight ahead.
Yes.
So that camera is the camera that we're going to start the podcast with. So I'm going to intro the show. I'm going to intro you. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Arce, and welcome back to another episode of The GOAT Show, where we interview people that are arguably the greatest of all time at what they do. And today, I'm here with Jasmine Star, the GOAT of social media behavior. Jasmine, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Man, I'm so excited. Okay, so I was told by Marcus Murphy, co-owner here, digital marketer, like, I gotta have you on the show. You're a big deal. And I'm like, big deal? She's a big deal, and I hear her name a lot, but is she a big deal? And then you walk in, there's cameras on you, and people are
oh my gosh.
And your middle name is Star, and it's just like, all right, there's so much, we gotta get this going. We're also gonna be talking a little bit about how you got there and your journey along the way. Good?
Like, very good.
All right, so social media behavior. So like, why are you the GOAT of that? What does that mean? For everybody listening, wondering, where are we going with this?
Okay, so maybe we should start with the backstory.
Deal.
Because in order for people to really understand where and why I'm this way, it would probably behoove us to start where I think the pattern started becoming or existing. So my parents are immigrants.
Okay.
My father's from Mexico and my mom's from Puerto Rico. Okay. So they met in East Los Angeles. Very typical of the immigrant story. My dad did whatever he could to actually put food on the table you want to work with.
Okay, so when we say we understand patterns of behavior, so give me an example of like a couple patterns or even just one pattern that you've noticed you're like, I noticed that happens when this happens.
Are we talking about human behavior or social media behavior?
Ooh, so we're breaking it up. We're dissecting even deeper. Okay,
yeah,
can we do both?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that.
Absolutely. So like on social media, what I see a lot of entrepreneurs, like if I just took a room of here people at Traffic and Conversion, it would be that their behavior comes from insecurities and the inability to articulate what makes their product or service good. And so what they do is they lead with a sale, a sale, a sale. My widget is new. My widget comes in green. My widget is holiday seasoned. I have a pop-up shop for my widget. I'm launching my widget. And what they lead is with what they know. but nobody wants to follow people who are a constant series of sales pitches. They want to follow people, the person behind the scenes, to understand what makes that product or service so valuable. So when you see these patterns of sale, 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 it indicates to me that they're either one, not confident in their product, or two, not confident in the presentation of their product or service. That's a pattern you see and again. And so I then teach people how to be okay with who they are as entrepreneurs, give them a proven track record. Here's the thing, people want to succeed. They just don't know where to begin. And so I feel like I can step in and be like, yo, homie, like, let's break this down. Let's create some content that you're so excited about. Let's create content that comes from your gut. Because the thing about digital media is that people smell crap. It's like, this is what happened. The internet has made us so transparent that the minute you're just fake or disingenuous, when we think the words are like vulnerable and authentic or overused, no boo, it's just getting started. Here's the thing, social media just excels in America because we love the idea, and actually specifically even Great Britain, we love the B-listers. We love the underdogs. This is why Rocky just does great things. This is why Katniss Everdeen wins. We love cheering the underdog. So if you look here and you say, oh, look at all these like liabilities against my business, I will never succeed. Guess what, with that attitude you won't. But if you say, look at all these things I can't succeed, but hell, watch me do this. We cheer for those people. We raise those people. We elevate those people because you were not born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You actually went and got it. We love that story. So many of us don't share it.
Like, give me an example of like where that person was and where they ultimately came to.
The craziest thing and the pattern that I've seen with a lot of my students is it has less to do about their business and more to do with them. That they got to a place where they believed that they were a success and then manifested that success and then helping, and then they feel like they're in their place of power. They're doing the thing they feel they've been called to do, and then they share that knowledge and information with other people. So you're monetizing, you're providing for your family, but you have this deep sense of satisfaction that you're serving a higher purpose, that your legacy is in motion, that you say, everything's aligned in my life. I'm getting and I'm giving, and as long as that ratio is, I believe the ratio should be 51-49. If I'm getting 49% of this relationship, I'm winning. And I hope that other business owners understand that if they give 51% value to their customers, to their clients, they say, I know you're getting the slightly better end of this deal, but hey, I'm taken care of, then we win.
So when we create content, what's your favorite platform? Is it video? Is it blogs, guest blogs, podcasts? Is it all of them?
Well, the knee-jerk answer is all of them, all the time, in all ways. Absolutely. But that's not necessarily a viable option, specifically for like newish business owners who have to learn everything. So pick your platform according to who your dream customer is, and then two, double down on that platform and create content in a way that people want to consume it there.
Okay. So let's say I'm targeting women between 25 and 55 years old. I'm a fitness studio, and I want to make sure that my studio, within 5 miles, I want to be the star.
Great.
Not the Jasmine star, but the star, right? I want to be the star within 5 miles. I want everyone to know who I am because I'm proud of what I'm doing here. I believe I'm making a difference in people's lives. And now I want to get as many people to come in and know who I am so we can help change their lives. So, women 25 to 55, where do you go? How do you do it?
My first recommendation would be like that number's too broad, because a woman who's
too broad.
Much too broad. I put
let's
like
say 25 to 45.
25 to 33.
Okay, 25 to 33. Okay, so let's say then let's say it's like 30 to 40.
Third, I would say. Here's the thing, a woman who's at her 30s, who just turned 30, she's like at the point to where she might just be having kids, or she just had a kid, or she's just getting married. So the vernacular that you use in your copy, like, speaks to her. Like, want to lose those last minute pounds before you say I do. Want to lose that last minute belly fat just after her first baby. Now the woman in her 40s, she's probably at a very different place. Her kids are likely maybe in junior high if she started having kids around like 28 to 30. They're kind of entering to junior high, and her metabolism changed. So the copy that you're creating, your top of funnel opt-ins are different for those people. Now here's the thing that I have to clarify. Whenever I talk about narrowing down, everyone's like, oh my gosh, no, like that's too small of a market. No, you're creating content for a very specific person. You dial into that person so clearly. Yes, you will attract other people, but it's aspirational to aim towards that what thing is. So I will tell you, I follow a lot of very strong, masculine, male entrepreneur leaders. I know I'm not their target demographic, but the content that they're creating and the way that they're speaking resonates with me on a deep level. Am I their target? No. When they talk about like sports and UFC, I have a cursory knowledge of what that is, but the way that they're presenting it, be like, I can get behind you, I get it. So the idea is to hone in specifically who you want to target, create content for that person, you'll attract others, but the minute you put a stake in the ground and say, this is who I am, this is who I'm for, it becomes wildly appealing and it helps you stick out from the rest of the crowd.
Okay, so let's say we want to go after that 40 to 50.
Okay.
Okay, kids are a little older now.
Yes.
I feel like I haven't been in the game as much. I've kind of let myself go, but now the kids are a little bit more self-sufficient. I got to get my workout back on.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm ready for it. So now, what does that person need to see? Now that you understand behavior and all that stuff, I'm the fitness. I'm a woman that owns a fitness studio, and I want to help this type of person. What kind of content do I put out? And when you talk about top of the funnel, so maybe you know about the next parts. Like what's the journey of that person from prospect all the way to customer?
So, I mean, here's the thing that people don't like is like, I'm just all about doing the heavy lifting on the front end so that you know your content works. So it's not enough to say I'm targeting women between 40 and 50 who are at that place in their life. I want to know, do they work or does their partner work? Are they part-time? Are they full-time? Where do they shop? What's their yearly income? What kind of car do they drive? What was their most recent YouTube search? Why? Because when I understand the psychology of what they are searching for specifically on Instagram, I can create content for that. Because the stay-at-home mom with 3 kids who's 43 is very different than the CEO female entrepreneur who's 45 and decided not to have children. Who are you going after and what kind of money do you think that they're spending? Because the stay-at-home mom of 3 will likely do group classes because that's what she can afford. Now the CEO who's 45 without kids can probably afford specific one-on-one training. So you create content, and you can create content for both of those ideal customers, but what do you want your studio to be known for? High-end, tailor-made workouts, or this is for the people, of the people, inspiring. We put you in groups, we have accountability, we have meal plans, we have those check-ins. 2 very different people that you're marketing to. But once you know specifically who you're marketing to, you're gonna create content for that person. So for that stay-at-home mom with 3 kids, it's like how to squeeze in your workout at bath time.
Who are you specifically targeting?
Oh, I'll tell you. She has a name.
Oh.
Yeah, her name is Elle. She's 33 years old. She lives in Manhattan Beach, California. She has 2 sons. She drives a white Range Rover. Her husband is a lawyer. She grew up in Ojai, California. Her dad was a goat farmer, and so then she learned how to make goat's milk, and she would get flowers and she would press them into the top of the soap. She met her husband in college, and he has become now the breadwinner. She's a stay-at-home mom, but on the weekends she sells her soaps at the Manhattan Beach Farmers Market, and it was at the Manhattan Beach Farmers Market that a shopper, a sourcer for anthropology, came across her stuff and said, this needs to be in anthropology. So she is now a kind of novice new entrepreneur with a lot of opportunity, but she wants to know, how do I scale my business? How do I show up and how do I build my brand on social media so that when I get put into anthropology, that I have my systems, I have my voice, I know who I'm targeting.
Was there like 2 of those in the country?
It doesn't, here's the thing.
Goat farmer.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter
so
because I sit down and I think to myself, people ask me, oh Jasmine, like how do you do a Facebook Live? How are you on Instagram? So I do a Facebook Live every week, I do an Instagram Live, people are like, how do you do it? And I was like, I can't be everything to everybody, but I write for Elle.
What is it? This one right here?
Please go ahead. Thank you.